Okay, so following up from the last video, which was about how the log graph works, I just want to plot a GP in it, geometric progression, and see what that looks like. Okay, so so in the last video we had taken this as a factor of 3. Basically from here to here is 3. That's a 3. I can write it again. Okay, so in logarithm, basically when I take a distance and I add it, it becomes a product. So we'll start with some number and then we'll see what happens to that number as we progress on a GP. So let's say we started with the number 5. So I've just, this is a semi-log scale, this side is log, this side is not. So I've just taken every 4 points, just for something. So let's say we start here, 5. There. Okay, so that's 5. Then to get the next point, I move right to about 4 points here, and from here I'm going to use my divider, yeah, and I put it here. I get 15. Okay, so this is 15. We're going to call it, this is, let's say 5 comma 1, then this is 15 comma 2. This is my second point, right? Then okay, I want to continue from here. I put my next point times 3. So that takes me somewhere here. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay, so that gives me from here, if I take a step there, it gives me 45. Okay, so that's my third point, this is my second point, this is my first point. So this is basically a GP in which the first term is 5. Yeah, and the product that we are talking about, or R as we call it, is basically 3. So the first term was 5, the second term is 5 times 3, which is 15, the third term is 5 times 3 square, which is 45. Basically each term 15 times 3, that's also another way to look at it. So that's 45 and so on. So the next term, I take 45 and I get it here, but I need to do it along the next line, next scale. Okay, so that's here. Follow this line, follow this line, follow this line. So from here till there. Okay, and so here how do we read this? This is 100. This 10 is after 96, this 10 becomes 100. Now this is not 101, this is 110. You're adding a 0, so this is 110, 110, 120, 130, and we came here, which is 135. So if we look at a geometric progression, a GP, then a geometric progression in a log scale is basically a straight line. So just as the AP is a straight line in a linear scale, GP is a straight line in a log scale.